Good afternoon, everyone. I am just going to whip up some veggies because that's what I've been eating all week. I had a heavy, meaty Sunday meal on Valentine's, so I'm doing something different for these next 2 weeks. Is I am going heavy on the vegetables. So all week I'm going to be eating, I guess you can say something like a vegetarian diet or whatever. I'm not dieting. I don't diet. Never did, never will. Okay? I'm just choosing to eat healthy. And I hope that you will be making some of those same choices. So what I'm going to put in together today, I've already got some oil, some sesame oil. I only use a teaspoon in this lovely frying pan here. Then I'll probably pull it over here so you can see it better. So I've only used a teaspoon of oil, and just to show you, if you can see it here, look at that. You don't even really see the oil in the pan, see? That's about all there is, just enough to cover it. Okay? So, that's what we're going with. I don't use a lot of oil. Try to lower my cholesterol and keep things in check. So I just use enough oil just to keep it from sticking. Now, I'm using some zucchini, okay? And I buy this from Food Lion when I don't want to shred my own zucchini. So they normally have it in their produce section. Already shredded for me, so I love it. Saves me some time. It saves me time. So that's what I'm doing for today. And I'm gonna add a little garlic powder, a little black pepper, as well as a little salt, and a little Italian seasoning. Okay. So here's the Italian seasoning. But before I do that, I have some kale that I'm going to mix with my zucchini. So we're going to let it all cook down together. I got to do a little rush in the kitchen today. Guys, I got to go to work tonight. I'm trying to get something on the stove. So we're using a little salt today. Generally I don't, but today I am. So that's a little black pepper. A little garlic powder, since I don't have any onion and bell peppers in there today. So we're going to use that to substitute. And then here is my Italian. Just a little bit of Italian. And I just got seasoning all over my stove. So we got to keep it healthy, guys. You know, I normally use a strict healthy diet. And I had gotten away from it, but guess what? I'm back on track. And my body is saying, oh my gosh, thank you, thank you. I was wondering when you were going to get back to the right track. But as we say, I'm back now. I'm going to do a little balsamic vinaigrette. That's what this is. Just going to go ahead and get all my seasonings in there. And what I like to add to that, please tell me I still got my pimientos. Yes. Pimientos. And I normally do 2 tablespoons. They make your veggies taste so good. I love pimientos in my vegetables. So that's one I'm going to do. I just need to toss that a little bit. Probably could have used a bigger pan, right? But once they cook down, just stir fry these. And I hope everybody is making healthy choices. It is so important. Your health, your life depends on it. So a good little toss in here. So this is going to be my vegetable stir fry with kale and zucchini. This is normally a good mix. I love it. Family loves it. I love kale, cooked but not raw. I love spinach, raw but not really cooked. Isn't that awesome and strange? But they are all nice, fresh veggies. So that's what we have today. I'm doing all vegetables. And I hope this might help me turn into a vegetarian. Who knows? If I can do without this salmon. But I do make healthy choices with my meat. See? That's why I went ahead and used this pan, because I knew once it cooked down, this pan was going to be big enough. And it is. See that? And I just need to taste it to make sure that I put enough seasoning in it. And now that that's cooked down, I'm going to add a little red cooking wine to it. Just a little tad bit, a teaspoon. Normally I do like a fourth of a teaspoon. There we go. That gives it a nice little kick. Oh yes. Seasonings are just right there. And you know, this vegetable, you don't have to cook this long, so this is a quick meal. So there we are with that. So I'm going to add a little lid on it. And I'm going to put it on this other eye over here and just let it simmer a little bit. And get the lid over. And put that there and just let that. That's actually almost done, guys. So although I'm doing, and I did chop, you see my food processor over here, because I did chop my kale up so it wouldn't be so big in the pan. Because I know some people like cut the stems off, but I like to keep my stems because that's where a lot of the nutrients are. Okay, so I like to keep my stems in my pan, and so that's what I've done. And so now what I want to do, I want to get another pan, because I want to I'm going to do something else. Okay. So we're going to let that heat up there. So we're going to make, I guess, a cream sauce for the salmon. Every time I make this, I always think about my parents, because my daddy would take this dish and save a little bit so that the next morning when Mama cooked his grits, he would pour it over his grits because he thought it was so good. So every time I make this, it reminds me of back in 2018 when I was with my parents, and how I would cook certain things that they wasn't used to, you know. I brought the modern day cooking in their house. Okay, we gotta do this, we gotta cook like this. But I got some salmon here that I need to get rid of. And so we're gonna cook that. And we're gonna add that to the pan. But let me show you this sauce here. Oh yeah, that's getting ready. So as opposed to using half and half, you know, this is CC's Kitchen, and I like to keep things healthy, so I use almond milk creamer. Okay. And I need to get some butter for my salmon. And we need some real butter, not play butter. This is unsalted butter. I'm gonna put some in my pan here. And what I'm doing, you can make this with shrimp. Shrimp is really good with it. Oh my gosh. So I've got that going. And so what we want to do there, guys, this is what happens when you didn't plan to like go live, but you decided to. That's what happens. So you know what? Let me just record this while I'm cooking. So I have some garlic here that I need to crush and put in that butter for my salmon. What's salmon without a little garlic, right? You're talking about fresh garlic. That's what we need. So we want to squeeze get a good squeeze. Some garlic cloves and put that in there. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So I love fresh garlic. It's amazing what eating healthy would introduce you to. There was a time when you wouldn't find me, I just dropped two. You couldn't find me using things like garlic and onions, but now I can't cook without it. Because I found with not cooking with a lot of salt, choosing not to use salt, it just adds that flavor and causes me not to miss the salt. So I did about 4 garlic cloves. I'm going to turn this down right here, get my salmon out the pack. So we're going to do another dish with salmon. Guys, I think this is what keeps me from being a vegetarian, because I can't give up salmon and flounder. If I could give up salmon, I'd be all right. I could give up the chicken breast, but oh my God, my salmon? I can't have my salmon. Woo, that's kind of hard for me. And although I love salmon, I gotta pull the skin off of it. That's what I'm over here doing. I always take the backing of the skin off of my salmon, see? So that it's skinless. Yes. And I'm doing a no-no in the kitchen, which is handling raw meat with my hands. If you don't want the bacteria and all of that great stuff or whatever, so let me wash my hands. Okay. And put my gloves back on. Then we're going to add a little, we're going to add some Old Bay seasoning to our salmon. And I'm going to add some white wine. Not red wine, but I should have some white wine. Yeah. We're going to add some of that to the salmon. Just a little dab. Yep. And I'm going to turn it face down because I want that to cook first. Right with that garlic. But I'm just going to go ahead on and do a little salt. A little pepper. And we're letting that cook. We're going to get that nice and brown. Yes, what time is it? I can't lose sight of my time. It's 4 o'clock. Dang, I ain't got that much time. I'm just going to slice it a little bit in this pan. Oh yes. Just want to slice it. I hope. I have a little piece of the end of the salmon. And I want to go ahead on and use that too. That where the skin, you know, the end part of the salmon. Yeah. Yep. We'll just see got a little piece right here. We're going to add a little seasoning to that. That's good meat right there. You don't want to throw that away. And just a little salt on it. Let me see, does it need turning? And you know, when you cook salmon, you should cook salmon slow. A lot of people wonder why their meat doesn't get, why their meat doesn't, let me see, can I pick this up? See how great it's looking? Yes. And that's why I want to cook that first a little bit, get its salmon looking really pretty. And then I'm going to show you, that's looking good. Turn my other piece I just added that one has the skin on it. So if you cook salmon too fast, what'll happen is that it'll cook, you know, really on the outside, and then it'll take longer for your insides to get done. And so because you gotta cook it longer trying to get the insides done, then salmon becomes very dry. And that's why a lot of people don't like salmon, because they tend to cook it too fast. But I have my stove on medium heat, and it's cooking just right. And you can tell because you can hear how the pan sounds. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it out because we're going to put it back in the pan anyway and allow it to cook some more. So see, I'm going to go ahead on and take this out because it's nice, pretty, and brown. One of them about to break. So let me use a spatula so it won't break because I don't want it to break. They're looking really good. Yes. See, so I'm going to put that right there for a minute. Close my cabinet back. And then I'm going to get, it's my creamer. I'm going to use a cup. 1 cup of cream. 1 cup. Okay. Well, I might need to use 2 because I want more than that. There we go. Oh, that smells so good. So look what I add that. And I'm adding some. Most times it's probably going to take you about 3 cups of spinach because you know spinach cook down. So you could just add as much spinach as you like, and you know what? I probably I think that'll be enough. That's going to cook down in there. Okay, and all we don't have to add like garlic or anything because remember that's already in there. And I use the butter, so I'm adding a little bit more black pepper. And then we're going to add some more salt. This is what happens when you rush cooking. I'm rushing. I got to leave here in the next 30 minutes to go to work. So I'm rushing, trying to get stuff on the stove right quick. Just got stuff everywhere. Try to be a little bit more neater, but whew. I'm going to have to take my dinner with me and eat it at work because I'm not going to have something to eat at home. I'm going to rinse this off, but I wanted to have something on stove so everybody else can eat when they get home. I'm going to dice up some tomatoes to go in here. And what we're going to add to this, where's my tomatoes right quick? Here we are. I'm going to dice up probably 2, I think. It might be good enough. So you all can tell this was not a planned show, right? But I just wanted to bring y'all on for CC's Kitchen because I've been enjoying my journey with you guys. And I hope you're enjoying your journey with me. But I'm so excited. My weight is going down. I'm getting in clothes that I could not wear before. So the plan is working. CC's Kitchen cooking is making a difference in my waistline. And that's what I've been saying lately. Is your cooking adding or subtracting numbers from your weight? Okay, if you're cooking and you're eating your cooking should be making a difference in your waistline. And it's making a difference. Whether it's adding or whether it's subtracting, it's making a difference. But we want our cooking to make a positive difference. Okay, because you know carrying weight in your midsection adds cholesterol. Yes, it does. So we got to get rid of that and eat healthy. You know, I got some more grandchildren I'm expecting, so I want to be around and I want to be healthy enough to enjoy them, to play with them, to go have fun, roll around in the grass with them. And I can't do that if I'm all out of shape and getting tired and can't play basketball, can't play tennis with them, can't, run with baseball, play football, wrestle, kick. Because those, I have one, and those are all the things he expects me to be able to do. And forget being tired. So we have to, We gotta stay in shape. Our health depends on it. Nice. So, and that's the whole reason why I started. I've always wanted to do this. Been working on it for a long time. And the pandemic just gave me the opportunity to go ahead on and branch out. Yeah, so I've been taking classes at USC and for food and nutrition to learn how to cook healthy. And so now I'm sharing it with you. Use this, I just use this. Add my tomatoes to it. Yes, even the juices. I love this cutting board. Customized for Cece's Kitchen, and it is really great. Get me a little spoon here. See how that spinach cooked down? Oh yes. Let me check my veggies. Oh yeah, those look so good. Look how my other veggies look, guys. See? See those that kale? So that is great. My salmon cooled off with this. So I got that. I need to taste it to see whether or not I need to add a little bit more salt. Make sure that is well. Let me taste a thing. Let's see. Nope, I don't need to add salt. What I need to add is to go ahead on. I need to get my cheese. That's what I need. And I hope I have. Uh-oh. Okay. Got some Parmesan. I'm going to dump all of that in there. Parmesan cheese. Ooh. Yes. And I'm going to slice up some of this. This is Swiss. Just put some of that in there. Let that melt. Just some slices of Swiss cheese. Just a couple slices. Oh yes, and then guess what we're going to add back to this? You guessed it right. Y'all so smart. We're going to take our salmon and we're going to lay that back in here. That's, remember I told you that's why I don't worry about the salmon being cooked all the way through, because now that that's back in, we don't have to worry about cooking it through, because it's going to simmer with that. And that is my, and all I need for that, oh my goodness, you're talking about good with some mashed potatoes. Woo! Yes, sir. If I had some mashed potatoes and some good old rice, I don't have time to stay home and finish cooking that. Golly, I started too late. Oh, that ain't the right lid. I started late. Man. Yep. probably 25 minutes. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Can y'all see how good that looks? Can y'all see that? Ooh, yes, you can. Look at that. I'm going to bring you even closer. Look at that. My goodness. Woo! Well, that's going to be so delicious. That's the meal, guys. If I had some time, I'd boil me some white potatoes and have me some good old mashed potatoes with this one. Because I love this dish. And you can add chicken and do your grilled chicken. You can do chicken breast with this, shrimp. I love to do it with some good old shrimp, yes. So, thank you for watching CC's Kitchen. I appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed this meal, thumbs up, smiley faces, try it, let me know. Hey, keep it moving, be safe, and as always, be encouraged. If nobody else tell you you're doing a great job, pat your own self on the back and say, good job, and we're going to do better tomorrow. Be blessed.